Have you ever felt like you're on a treadmill, running faster and faster, but never really getting anywhere? That's the reality of the rat race, the relentless pursuit of material success. And who's holding the carrot on a stick, urging us forward? The media. Every day, we are bombarded with messages telling us what we should be striving for. This constant barrage creates a powerful illusion, a vision of success that is often unattainable. It's time to lift the veil and expose the truth behind the media's carefully crafted illusion. The rat race, fueled by relentless media messaging, traps us in a cycle. We work long hours to earn money, only to spend it on fleeting happiness. This pursuit of material wealth comes at a steep price. Our mental and physical health suffers, and we lose sight of what truly matters. It's time to question the narrative and redefine success. Find fulfillment outside the consumerist machine and live a balanced life. The media makes the extraordinary seem ordinary. It bombards us with images of luxury and designer clothes, all curated to evoke envy and aspiration. We are led to believe these are essential for a happy life. The message is clear: acquire wealth, accumulate things. But this portrayal of success is an illusion. The media rarely shows the hard work and sacrifices. It omits the stories of those who struggle to make ends meet. This creates a distorted image of reality, leading us to believe wealth is easily attainable. True success is multifaceted and personal. It cannot be measured solely by material possessions. True success encompasses purpose, relationships, and personal growth. It's about aligning actions with values and living authentically. The media's focus on wealth sets unrealistic expectations. It fuels inadequacy and dissatisfaction. It's time to redefine success on our own terms. True fulfillment comes from within, not material possessions. The media sells us a lifestyle, a narrative designed to keep us craving more. We consume content that makes us feel inadequate, fueling a desire to buy more. This cycle is profitable for businesses, but costly to our well-being. Social media platforms are breeding grounds for this cycle. Influencers curate feeds depicting a life of luxury and effortless style. This exposure can trigger feelings of inadequacy and envy. Social media feeds are highlight reels, not reality. Remember, social media is a curated version of reality. The media's obsession with consumerism extends far beyond flashy advertisements and influencer marketing. It's deeply ingrained in the very fabric of our entertainment, news, and even our social interactions. From reality TV shows that glorify wealth and status to news stories that focus on the latest gadgets and trends, we are constantly bombarded with messages that reinforce the idea that happiness can be found in material possessions. This relentless focus on consumerism has a profound impact on our values and priorities. It teaches us to measure our worth by what we own, not by who we are as individuals. It encourages us to prioritize material possessions over experiences, relationships, and personal growth. It creates a culture of instant gratification, where we are constantly seeking the next quick fix, the next dopamine hit, the next shiny object to distract us from the emptiness within. This culture of consumerism is not only detrimental to our well-being, but it's also unsustainable in the long run. It fuels a cycle of debt, stress, and environmental degradation as we strive to keep up with the ever-increasing demands of the consumerist machine. It distracts us from addressing the real issues facing our world: poverty, inequality, climate change, by keeping us focused on our own personal desires and aspirations. It's time to break free from the grip of consumerism and create a more sustainable, equitable, and fulfilling way of life. Behind the glossy facade of media-driven consumerism lies a strategy designed to manufacture desire. The media creates new wants, exploiting our insecurities to fuel consumption. Artificial scarcity drives impulsive purchases. We are told to act now or miss out. FOMO amplifies this urgency. Much of what we desire is cultivated by the media. We chase after satisfaction that remains out of reach. The media's relentless promotion of consumerism has created a culture of debt, encouraging people to live beyond their means. Credit cards promise convenience but trap individuals in a cycle of debt. The media rarely shows the stress and financial instability that accompany debt. It's time to reject the normalization of debt and live within our means for a secure future. The media's relentless focus on consumerism has created a culture of comparison. This pressure to keep up can lead to feelings of inadequacy and envy. It's a never-ending game that leaves us feeling empty and exhausted. Social media is a breeding ground for this culture of comparison. We see curated images of perfect lives, leading to feelings of inadequacy. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing our lives to these idealized representations. Social media is a highlight reel, not the full picture. Behind the perfect photos lie struggles and insecurities. Comparing ourselves to these curated images fuels a sense of inadequacy. The price of keeping up is high, leading to financial and emotional stress. It can lead to financial stress and emotional distress. It can also damage our relationships. True happiness comes from within, not from external validation. The media presents us with endless choices, making us believe we have unlimited options. However, this perception is an illusion, crafted by corporations to steer our consumption. News outlets, owned by large corporations, filter out information that challenges the status quo. The products we buy and the food we eat are dictated by trends promoted by corporations. Recognize the illusion of choice and seek diverse perspectives to reclaim our autonomy. The media's promotion of consumerism erodes our values. Constant messages equate happiness with material possessions, making us lose sight of what truly matters. Consumerism thrives on our insecurities, encouraging acquisition over connection and compassion. The pursuit of material wealth leads to isolation and disconnection. Reclaim our values by prioritizing experiences, relationships, and contributions to the world. The pursuit of more takes a toll on our mental well-being. Media sets unrealistic expectations, leaving us feeling inadequate and anxious. Social media exacerbates feelings of envy and comparison. The pressure to keep up leads to stress, burnout, and a decline in well-being. Focus on meaningful relationships, personal growth, and a sense of purpose. Consumerism burdens our planet, causing deforestation, pollution, and climate change. The fashion industry, with its fast fashion trends, is a major environmental culprit. The demand for electronics leads to deforestation and habitat destruction. Electronic waste poses significant risks to human health and the environment. Recognize that our desire for more is incompatible with the health of our planet. Consumerism exacerbates social inequalities, creating a divide between the haves and have-nots. Media portrays a narrow view of success, skewed towards wealth and privilege. This creates a sense of inadequacy and hopelessness among those without means. The pursuit of material wealth leads to a decline in social responsibility. Promote responsible consumption and advocate for economic justice and opportunity for all. Breaking free from consumerism requires challenging the narrative that happiness lies in possessions. Become aware of media's influence on thoughts and behaviors, limit exposure to advertising and social media, and seek content that aligns with your values. Shift focus from consumption to creation, investing time in activities that bring joy and connection. True happiness comes from within, not from external validation or material possessions. Free your mind from media manipulation by becoming a conscious consumer. Limit exposure to advertising and unsubscribe from email lists that tempt impulse purchases. Curate social media feeds to avoid feelings of inadequacy and envy. Cultivate skepticism towards media messages and question their motives. Seek diverse perspectives to form your own opinions and make conscious choices. Redefine success on your own terms, aligning goals with values and aspirations. Reflect on what truly matters to you and set goals that resonate with your soul. Success is a journey, not a destination, about progress, not perfection. Embrace the journey, celebrate small victories, and adjust your course as needed. Break free from societal expectations and pursue a more authentic and fulfilling life. Embrace minimalism by focusing on quality over quantity and experiences over possessions. Declutter your physical space, getting rid of items that don't serve a purpose or spark joy. Reassess spending habits, embracing a less is more mentality. Simplify your digital life by unsubscribing from email lists and reducing social media time. Create boundaries around digital consumption to free up time for what truly matters. Invest in yourself for a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. Prioritize health and well-being through exercise, a healthy diet, and stress management. Invest in education and personal development to expand knowledge and skills. Nurture relationships with family and friends, building a strong support network. By investing in yourself, you enhance your life and create a positive ripple effect for others. Building true wealth. Beyond the paycheck. True wealth extends far beyond the numbers on a bank statement. It's about financial freedom, purpose, and fulfillment. Pursue passions, nurture relationships, and make a positive impact. Shift from scarcity to abundance mentality. Wealth is not finite. There's enough to go around. Create value, not just consume it. Embrace lifelong learning and personal development. Seek new knowledge, skills, and experiences. Invest in personal growth for future potential. Building true wealth requires a long-term perspective. Make choices today for financial freedom tomorrow. Live below your means, save and invest wisely. Rewards come from patience, discipline, and long-term commitment. Investing in assets, creating lasting value. The media often glorifies spending on luxury goods and experiences as a marker of success. However, true wealth is built by investing in assets, things that appreciate in value over time and generate passive income. This could include investing in real estate, stocks, bonds, or even starting your own business. Investing in assets is about putting your money to work for you, rather than letting it sit idly in a bank account or, worse, being eroded by inflation. It's about creating a solid financial foundation that will provide security, opportunity, and the freedom to pursue your passions without being beholden to a paycheck. Investing doesn't have to be complicated or intimidating. There are countless resources available to help you get started, from educational books and websites to financial advisors who can guide you based on your individual goals and risk tolerance. The key is to start small, learn as you go, and remain consistent with your investments over time. Beyond traditional investments, consider investing in assets that generate passive income. Income that flows in without requiring your constant time and attention. This could include creating online courses, writing ebooks, or building a following around your passions and monetizing it through advertising or affiliate marketing. The digital age offers unprecedented opportunities to create multiple streams of income and achieve financial freedom on your own terms. Living a life of purpose means aligning your wealth with your values. True wealth isn't just about financial abundance, it's about making a positive impact. Recognize that true fulfillment comes from contributing to something larger than yourself. Identify causes you're passionate about. What issues ignite your soul? Use your time, talents, and resources to make a difference. Support organizations that align with your values. Even small acts of generosity can create a ripple effect. If you're an entrepreneur, build a business that solves a real problem. Profit and purpose are not mutually exclusive. True wealth is measured by what you contribute. Create a legacy that leaves the world a better place. Breaking free is a journey to freedom. Media keeps us consuming and comparing. Awareness is half the battle. Reclaim your autonomy. It's an ongoing journey of self-discovery. Question societal norms. Define success on your own terms. Choose experiences over possessions. This journey is unique for everyone. Find what works for you. Align with your values and passions. Design a life that feels authentic. Media doesn't have to control your life. Make conscious choices. Create a life of true freedom and joy. Awareness is your first line of defense. By simply acknowledging the media's influence on our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, we begin to loosen its grip on our minds. We start to see the world with fresh eyes, questioning the messages we've been fed for years, and recognizing the subtle ways in which we've been manipulated to consume, compare, and conform. This awareness is not about becoming cynical or distrustful of everything we see and hear. It's about cultivating a healthy skepticism, a discerning eye that can differentiate between genuine information and cleverly disguised marketing ploys. It's about recognizing that not everything that glitters is gold, and that true happiness is rarely found at the bottom of a shopping cart. Once we cultivate this awareness, we can start to make more conscious choices about the media we consume. We can limit our exposure to advertising, curate our social media feeds with intention, and seek out information that aligns with our values and aspirations. We can choose to support media outlets and content creators who prioritize truth, integrity, and a more conscious and sustainable way of life. Remember, the media is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. By becoming aware of its potential impact, we can harness its power for good, using it to educate ourselves, connect with others, and create positive change in the world. Embrace the journey. It's time to thrive. Breaking free from the rat race is not about deprivation. It's about liberation. It's about freeing ourselves from the weight of our possessions, the relentless pursuit of more, and the constant pressure to keep up with the Joneses. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter: our passions, our relationships, our well-being, and our contributions to the world. This journey will be filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. There will be times when you're tempted to fall back into old patterns, to seek comfort in the familiar routines of consumption and comparison. But remember why you started this journey in the first place. Remember the freedom, the joy, the sense of purpose that comes from living a life aligned with your values. Embrace the journey. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. Surround yourself with people who support your vision, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. The world needs people who are willing to challenge the status quo, who are committed to creating a more sustainable, equitable, and fulfilling future for all. It needs people who are willing to break free from the rat race and redefine success on their own terms. It needs you. So, take a deep breath, step off the treadmill, and embrace the journey. It's time to thrive.